Hey YouTube, Time Itself here, still playing some Battlefield 3 beta. I still have a lot to learn about this game, but I am seeing some things that I think are common mistakes, and things that if you're not already doing, you should be to help yourself get better. And the first one that I already talked about in a previous video is to mark your targets, for quite a few reasons. It helps you and your teammates find people, it helps you tell when they're dead, and sometimes you can see their health bars above their heads. Alright, my second tip is to be aware of the fire modes on your gun and use them appropriately. Leaving it on full auto and squeezing off 2-round bursts at mid-range is not a bad idea, especially in this situation where I'm worried that someone's going to come around the corner and I'm going to need to open up full auto on them. But unless you're in an absolute panic, it's still a good idea to burst fire your gun. On the Xbox 360, down on the D-pad cycles through the various fire modes of the guns. Most of the guns with full auto have a semi-automatic option, but some also have some burst capabilities. And you can see the indicator in the lower right hand corner. I'm going from full auto to single, and that lets me pick this guy off quite easily. My preference for the assault rifles and carbines has been single fire. I find that I can pull the trigger plenty fast enough when I want to. It really does help. This guy's getting suppressed. I'm not going to get much in the way of damage on him, but I'm going to keep his head down and let my teammate take care of him. Guns with a burst fire option, like the UMP-45 with a 2-round burst capability, I find that's my preferred way to leave the gun. Fairly good accuracy at long range without wasting a lot of ammo, but if people get in close range, it's pretty easy to get essentially full auto fire rate out of the gun. Using the right fire modes in the right situation and take your gun from being a good choice in a certain situation to a great choice. And if you're not lucky enough to be running with a squad that can help you out with ammo, semi-auto fire can save you a ton of ammo, and that's just one less thing to worry about as you rack up the kills. Alright, next tip. The tactical light and the laser sight, the primary benefits are blinding enemies. But they do have a downside. They will give your position away. Also, the flashlights tend to be better at close range, the laser sight's better at long range. The important thing to remember is that you can always turn the attachments off. For Xbox, the default is the up direction on the D-pad. The only reason I get to kill this guy is because he's sitting still with his flashlight. An 141 marksman bonus? Thank you very much. These MCOM stations can be a little tricky when you're trying to do a whole bunch of stuff at the same time. You can be disarming, and I assume arming it, and aiming down sights. However, you can't also fire. But if you go to hip fire, then you can still disarm it and keep shooting. I'm going to assume that when you're aiming down sights you can still mark targets. But it's good to know that you're not completely defenseless while you're arming or disarming the MCOM stations. Finally, don't be afraid to pull out all the nasty, dirty tricks you can think of to get your kills. Now, I'm not saying you should cheat or anything like that, but certainly don't think that you should look for every fight to be fair or one-on-one. So set a trap, shoot some people in the back, and have fun playing Battlefield 3, because I know I am. Alright, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope these tips prove useful. I was planning on posting a Call of Duty video, but the Battlefield 3 beta is almost over, and so I decided to go ahead and get this thing out. Also, my Black Ops video that I've been working on has turned into a rather lengthy video. I could not figure out a way to break it into 2 separate parts, and so it just wound up being one really long video. I think you should look forward to it, and hopefully be out later this weekend. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you later. Oh, hi Tots. How you doing back there? Oh, when it puts us on different teams, I hate it so much, and yet I can have so much fun with it.
I'm gonna kill all of them! The objective has been neutralized. Over.
Oblivious man, oblivious man. Just like any good game, they sit up looking out of the windows, and you get to come in behind and completely oblivious.
Lead right. The enemy set the charge. Over.